So, why is reincarnation necessary? Why do we need to come into human bodies at all? Why can't we just learn it all in spirit form? I think the answer can be found in a really simple analogy. If you wanted to learn to play the piano, for instance, you might approach it by looking at a picture of a piano keyboard and learning which key corresponds to which note. And you could look at a piece of piano music. Let's assume you can already read music. You could perhaps even learn which notes each finger should play in this piece of music. You could watch someone else play the piano, noting where they placed their fingers, how fast they played, and what expression they put into the piece. All of these things would give you at least an inkling of how to play the piano. But until you actually touch the piano keyboard yourself and press your fingers on the keys while following the piece of music and practice many times, you won't really be adept at playing the piano. Similarly, if you haven't experienced the fear and stress of not having enough money to cover your basic needs, possibly being in danger of losing your house, you can sympathize with someone going through it, but you cannot truly understand all of the complexities of how that feels. And of course, there are the old tropes. You can't know what light is without experiencing dark, and you can't know what happiness is without sadness. It is the same with the evolution of your soul. You could sit through lessons in the spirit plane learning about different circumstances and situations, but it would be nowhere near as effective as actually experiencing these circumstances and situations as a physical being. You may have a surface understanding, but it would be very difficult to fully embody them. Now, to make the learning even more effective, to enable us to fully embody the required learnings, we come into our earthly lives not remembering anything from before we were born. We have to deal with life as it comes, take it at face value that what is happening is real. However, the more lives we've lived, the more innate abilities and wisdom we have to draw on. That is, the more experienced we are, the more our character is developed, the more we are able to not take things so personally and to respond with patience and love. Having said that, I think this is a bit of a fuzzy relationship though. That is, I don't believe it's always or even often the case that you can look at someone's actions or responses and be able to accurately determine their level of soul development. Not that we should be doing this anyway. We're all at our core pure love. We're all equal. No soul is better than any other. And judging others' soul development levels is not a good use of our time here.